Hello and welcome to our virtual open day. I'm Matthew Mann, the Executive Director of SPH Schools, and I'm delighted to welcome you. Choosing the right school for your family is one of the most important decisions that you will ever make. You are looking for a school that matches your values as a family and that shares your vision for what your children should become in their heart, in their character, and also in the way that they view themselves and their place in the world. As a father of 6 children who are at SPH, one of the things that has mattered the most to me is knowing that when they're here, they're with the right kind of people. The who of a school is the most important thing, and the teachers at SPH are teachers who love children. They're professionals, they're well-trained, they're very skilled, and they're missional. They believe that it is their calling and their purpose to help your children and to help mine to grow into what God wants them to be. The other thing that matters so much is that when we drop our children off at school, we want to know that the environment is a place that is centered around children, where children are happy, where they have fun, where they love learning, where they make friends, and where their teachers are coaching them and encouraging them and blessing them throughout their schooling years. And especially where they know that they are loved. Senior school years are critical for young people as they develop the confidence and the skills that they need. Our rigorous program at SPH prepares them for what is to come. And university is not easy, but our students are ready for it. And central to our program is our faith. And our children are learning throughout their courses what it means to view the world with a biblical perspective. This is something that we find particularly motivating. A key focus for us with our students is the development of strong character. We work really hard for them to develop integrity and honesty and a very strong work ethic. This is what prepares them to be agents of change because they're called to bring transformation to a needy world.
Hello, my name is Helen Schlepper and I am the head of school at Sekolah, Pelita, Harapan, Lipo. I'm Korean American, and this is my family's 4th year at this school. My husband is a high school teacher, and my 2 sons are in 6th and 7th grade. We are so thankful to be at the same school, and it is an incredible blessing to call SPH LC our second home. The Sekolah, Pelita, Harapan schools offer the Cambridge International and the International Baccalaureate curriculum programs. In Lipo Village and Central City, we offer 3 IB programs. The primary years program in grades K through 6, the middle years program in grades 7 through 10, and the diploma program in grades 11 through 12. In Lipo Chikadang, Kamang Village, and Pluit Village, we offer Cambridge up to grade 10, and then the IB diploma program at grades 11 and 12. I would like to tell you more about the Cambridge International curriculum. Over 10,000 schools in more than 160 countries follow the Cambridge International curriculum that sets a global standard for quality education. The curriculum is flexible, challenging, culturally sensitive, and has an international approach. One of the strengths of the curriculum is that it provides clear learning outcomes so our students can gain essential skills to help them develop deep subject knowledge and transferable skills such as problem solving, critical thinking, independent research, collaboration, and presenting arguments. The Cambridge Pathway stages lead seamlessly from primary to secondary years. At each stage, Cambridge Primary for grade 1 to grade 6, Cambridge Lower Secondary for grades 7 through 8, and Cambridge Upper Secondary for grades 9 through 10 help students develop an informed curiosity and a lasting passion for learning. Since good teaching and learning involves strong assessments, Cambridge provides internal end-of-the-year assessments starting from grade 3 called progression tests. These tests are in English, math, and science. In grade 6, our students take a primary checkpoint test that is externally assessed. In grade 10, our students take the IGCSE Cambridge External Assessments. Cambridge assessments are designed to be fair, valid, reliable, so that every Cambridge exam provides a true picture of a student's ability, wherever and whenever the exam is taken. Cambridge identifies 5 learner attributes to develop lifelong learners. These learner attributes are a way of recognizing that students need to develop attitudes and life skills throughout their education, as well as academic skills in order to be successful at university and beyond. Now I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Levi, who will tell you more about the International Baccalaureate program.
Hi everyone, I'm Levi. I teach English at the Senior School at Lippo Village. I've been working in the IB program here for the last 7 years, and there are a few things I really enjoy about this curriculum. First of all, IB stands for International Baccalaureates. This program is widely used and it is very well received at universities all around the world. At SPH, we've been using various aspects of the IB for a long time, and that means we have a lot of experience running a very fine curriculum. In the senior school, I definitely appreciate that the IB teaches from a global perspective and that it emphasizes holistic education. In terms of the first, every unit plan IB teachers produce includes addressing global issues and international mindedness. And those are not simply administrative details. We work hard to make sure students are able to apply the skills they're learning in a variety of ways. For example, in my department, English, we work to include a variety of writers and texts from all around the world, from many different places and cultures. We also explicitly address how these texts connect to global issues, and we're constantly encouraging students to respond to their reading in ways that goes outside and beyond the words on the page. In terms of holistic education, one way this takes place is what we call the interdisciplinary units, or IDUs. Here we create units of instruction that bridge the various subject matters in the school, and this occurs several times a year in the MYP. Other times, this takes place in what we call the service learning in the MYP years, or the CAS program and the diploma program. But one of my favorites has to be the personal projects. Every year in grade 10, I'm amazed to see what the students produce in their personal projects. They apply their education to all kinds of activities, everything from building a go-kart to a virtual reality program, to writing a book of poetry, or even founding a nonprofit organization. And the exhibition of these projects at the end of the year, it's a moment of celebration for the whole school. It's definitely a milestone for the students in completing the projects, and it is an obvious and tangible way that students are taking their learning outside the classroom and applying it to real life. There are probably a variety of programs out there that might involve memorizing data and taking exams, but the IB is different, and the IB students really apply their learning. This might be everything from performing a dance in their PE class to debating the nature of knowledge in their TOK class. It might involve connecting historical data to personal memoirs and artistic kinds of expressions. In simple terms, the IB is not just memorizing, but it is applying. It's not merely answering questions, but it's about asking new ones. And as a teacher, I get excited when I see these things taking place in class. And it's all part of that IB framework. And it's these types of experiences that really stick with the students and make them into lifelong learners. Back to you, Miss Helen.
Thank you, Mr. Levi. SPH values both the Cambridge and the International Baccalaureate curriculum programs, since we aim to grow students who are academically strong, have an international perspective, and who are passionate about learning. Your child will complete their SPH educational journey with the IB Diploma program. Our grade 11 and 12 students will develop an excellent breadth and depth of knowledge and develop critical thinking, problem solving, communication, and strong research skills. We believe the rigorous and academically challenging 2-year curriculum equips your child with the skills needed for university and their chosen profession. The IB Diploma program addresses the intellectual, social, emotional, and physical well-being of students. Therefore, the IBDP is respected and recognized by the world's leading universities. Now that you have heard about our high-quality international curriculum, I would like to introduce you to one of our SPH students, Soo-yeon Kim, who will share about her journey in SPH.
Hi, my name is Suyeon Kim from class of 2021, and I was in SPH Village for 5 years. My mom opened the door and told me that I got a 45, so I was very happy and then excited and surprised that I got a perfect mark on IB. And after I confirmed that it truly was 45, I couldn't stop looking at it, fully enjoying the feeling of accomplishment. Then I texted my teachers in SPH KV, thanking them for all the support and care they have provided. They all congratulated me as if they are the ones who got the perfect score. So when I was in Korea, I was a shy student. So whenever we had presentations, I didn't really raise my hands and I was more of a listener than a speaker. But then in this IB program, whether you don't want it or want it, you have to speak for it because that's how the curriculum is set up for you. So at first there were challenges because I wasn't that fluent in English and I wasn't really confident about myself. So I think the whole IB curriculum helped me to become more mature and also helped me to find my future career, which is the education.
Hello, my name is Mark Thiessen, and I'm the head of school at the Kemang Village campus of SPH. We are so proud of our exceptional students who work diligently to achieve alongside the support of our dedicated and passionate teachers. I'm so thankful that you were able to hear from one of those students today. Suyeon is an incredible young woman who has worked and persevered through challenges to achieve at the highest level possible in the IBDP program. As a father, I love that my own children are receiving a world-class education at SPH. Every day, they are supported and encouraged to be their best by teachers who know them, who know their strengths, know their areas of growth, know what drives and excites them. As parents, you too want to send your kids to schools where every student is known, every student is seen, shaped, and molded to be his or her best. That is SPH. It's at the heart of our vision, and it drives our programs, which are designed to disciple students as they explore who God has created them to be and how He has equipped them for success and thriving. The SPH way develops your children, preparing them for the next stage of their educational journey and for engaging with the community in which they find themselves. So how do we do this? Fundamentally, we are relational in our approach to all things. We believe that it's important for our school to be a second home for students, where successes are sweeter and failures are easier to manage because you feel comfortable and safe. We believe that this is built on teacher-student relationships that are founded in discipleship and mentoring, growing and building students to be the best versions of themselves. We also believe that student-student relationships should be built on bridge-building foundations, believing that students have far more in common than they do that separates them. We believe that our classes are right-sized. Our classes are big enough to promote interaction and development, and yet they are small enough to ensure that your child is known, included, and supported. We believe that effective supports need to be in place for all students, because not all students are the same. Each student requires different supports, different approaches to be successful. And because we know our students intimately, we can determine what extra support a student may require in order to be successful. Perhaps that's learning support in our learning support program for students who may find the academic rigor to be a little too challenging. Or perhaps it's English language support in our English language acquisition program for students who may be learning English as an additional language. Or perhaps there are students who require support from our counseling program, who might be struggling with mental, emotional, or spiritual needs. And for some students, it's simply the opportunity to develop holistically, to get outside the classroom and to build other parts of who God has created them to be through our co-curricular program. We believe that flourishing students are healthy students. At every stage of an SPH education, your child is surrounded by dedicated teachers who assist them in making key decisions in life. we work to equip students with a foundational understanding of what is true, as well as with a lens through which to view the world that surrounds them. Many decisions are made at the senior school level, and these decisions have lasting implications. Your child will be prepared and empowered to make choices that broaden their horizons and increase their opportunities to be world changers. Of course, no school accomplishes this on its own, and SPH is intentional about building strong partnerships with our parents, who are invited into the process of holistic development. You see, parent voice and partnership is so important to us because we acknowledge and honor parents as the primary educators for their children. And in light of this truth, we walk alongside parents, providing support in our areas of expertise and celebrating with parents the success that our students experience. You're going to hear more from Soo Yun, that incredible young woman, as she shares about her SPH education and the support that she received from our incredible teachers and staff.
Having such a supportive and friendly environment in both class and home is motivating me to do better. And actually, when I was posted on our school's Instagram with the news, it was one of my friends who first told me about it in our class group chat. And they all congratulated me, and one said that she can't wait to see all the big things that I'll do in the future. And another said that she's so proud that I'm her friend. All these comments were so touching and remindful of a strong support system. I think the academical support is very critical, but the care from people around you really leaves a huge impact on you.
Hi, my name is Eden Steven and I am an alumni of SPH. Now I am the head of the Applied Science Academy here at SPH. Our commitment to learning goes beyond the classroom curriculums. We care and we commit in supporting your child's passion, even outside of the classroom settings, be it in language, music, sports, theaters, and others. This includes supporting students who are passionate in science, an area that I personally am very passionate in as well. One of the unique programs that we provide for your child that have passion in science is the Applied Science Academy. It is one of the after-school programs which is designed to let students carry out research in science. Your child will be paired with mentors who are professors and scientists in respective fields. Students have very diverse interests, for example, in environmental science, biotechnology, material science, electronics, programming, robotics, and many others. We are here to support them. In this program, your child will gain invaluable skills as they learn how to conduct research. Not only will they learn some of the latest technology and scientific knowledge, they will sharpen their soft skills such as managing their time, priorities, self-discipline, and perseverance. All these skills will prepare your child to be successful later in university settings. Moreover, they will have the opportunity to present their research work to public audiences, in conferences and exhibitions and other outlets. In doing so, they will also gain their public speaking skills and build college application profiles in science. In the last 3 years since the founding of the program, it has been an invaluable experience for me as well, as I witnessed their growth into mature learners. Some of the students have discovered new physical phenomena that they publish in international scientific journals. Some have developed really clever systems and devices purely out of their curiosity. Now I would like to introduce you to Phoebe, one of the students from our Applied Science Academy program. She will share with you her experience in the program and what she plans to do this year.
Thank you, Dr. Eden. Hello, my name is Phoebe and I am a grade 11 student in SPH LV. I am very excited to share with you all the project that I did last year, which was utilizing kombucha as an alternative biofilm and infusing it with betel leaf extract to treat skin injuries. So one major issue that we see in the world today is the amount of waste we produce, especially medical waste. So I thought that we could be better by finding an alternative that is more eco-friendly and more biodegradable for the environment to treat these skin injuries. Hence, I figured out a way to prototype kombucha into reusable and biodegradable band-aids, and in order to test its efficacy in drug delivery, I infused it with betel leaf extract and saw its antimicrobial activity against E. coli and B. subtilis. Throughout my entire journey of conducting this project, Asa was the one that made it entirely possible. As a new student in SPH 2 years back, Asa was the first science program that actually caught my eye and solidified my decision to move to SPH. Asa allowed me to fuel my passion in science, in which I can explore new topics beyond the classroom in a more experimental and challenging way. In this case, I chose biology as my first topic of interest because it becomes the fundamental aspect of human life. But beyond biotechnology, I also learned perseverance, especially since the experiments aren't always what I hoped it would be. Because of the pandemic, it has made everything much harder since I have to work at a lab. But this entire journey was worth it at the end because I get to explore topics that I've been interested in for so long. Without the support of Dr. Eden and his team, this project would be nearly impossible. My mentors, whom also included a professor from UPH, Parwayne Hart, aided me within this project from start to finish. They provided the time, the space, the equipment, the labs, and everything else that I needed to conduct this experiment. For this academic year though, I will be shifting my focus to more of programming, where I will dive deep into image analysis and computer vision. Along with a fellow student in ASA, we are planning to create a prototype electronic tongue that can assess the different flavors in the food we eat to create a digital library and to be able to process and recognize different flavors that we have within this world. As I only have 2 years left of my high school, this entire program has been a memorable experience for me, and I hope that you too will be able to experience it in SPH.
Hello, my name is Brett Bonnemar, and I serve as the head of school of our Sintool City campus. You have learned about our academic programs and some of the ways we support our students here at SPH. We know that each student is unique, and the support each student requires looks different. One unique way we are able to support our students at SPH is through Pelita Harapan House, our boarding program here in Sintool City. PHH allows us to provide an SPH education to families that might not live near one of our campuses. We provide weekday residence options for families living nearby, allowing students to return home on the weekends. We also provide full-time residence options for families living across Indonesia. At PHH, we are prepared and ready to provide your child with the support required for their growth and development. The care and protection of your child is important to us. Our dorm parent and supervisors are trained educators with backgrounds in youth development. Students live in rooms organized as 2-bedroom suites with their 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Students share the room with a roommate, and each bathroom is shared by 4 students. Students have access to a variety of common areas and shared spaces for studying and hanging out with their roommates. PHH students also have access to the Sintool campus, benefiting from a variety of outdoor fields, fitness room, swimming pool, and other athletic facilities. I could continue to share more about our wonderful dorm community, but it would be more helpful to hear from one of our students. Leona has been with us in PHH for the last few years and would like to share more about her experience.
Hi everyone, my name is Leona. I'm from the class of 2023 at SPH Sintool City and have been in SPH since I was in my 2nd semester of grade 7. I chose to join PHH because I came from Kalimantan and both my parents and I didn't really know about Sintool at the time. So I decided to join the dorm. I also thought that living in the dorm can help me to adapt faster, as there are more people who I can ask help from, like supervisors, classmates, and the others. and I think it was one of the good and right decisions I've ever made. At PHH, I get to meet with a lot of amazing and humble people. They help me to know how IB curriculum works, which I had no idea about before. They help me to adapt to the place which I have never been before. And the most importantly, they help me to grow even closer in God. We usually have this chapel every Wednesday where we meet and listen to a message from the Bible. And we also have a devotion night once a week. And I think that actually makes me realize that SPH isn't only about education, getting knowledge, getting high grades, but it is also about how I can keep in touch with God, how I can humble myself in front of God with all the knowledge He gave me, and how I have to give thanks to the one who gave me the knowledge. I was one of the youngest students when I first started to live in PHH. So to be honest, I used to being sad watching people moving out every year. But as I grew up in PHH, I realized that that's the beauty of living in the dorm. I got to meet with a lot of people with different personalities, and they are unique in their own way. I got to be involved in a community which might be different every school year, but that's the fun of living in the dorm. I think that's the idea of living in the dorm that I got from living in PHH. Thank you for listening.
SPH students are supported well by their teachers and dorm leaders as they strive to be successful and reach their full potential. Another important part of our support plan for senior school students is our Career and University Counseling Office. Making the right university choice is an important decision, one that requires preparation and planning. Ibu Sisi, one of our counselors, will share more about this important part of our school.
Hello everyone, my name is Ibu Sisi and I am one of the career counselor at SPH. The counseling department at SPH has developed and grown over the years to best cater for the needs of your children as they prepare for the transition to higher education. An SPH counselor is not an ordinary one. We guide students throughout their senior school years, starting from grade 7 all the way to grade 12. Equip them with critical thinking and valuable lifelong learning skills, and help them realize their true potential while enhancing their unique traits, personality, and talents gifted from God. Choosing the perfect college is not an easy task, and in many cases, the aspirations of your children are likely to change over the years. It is important to recognize early that there are many colleges and universities that can meet their academic, spiritual, personal, and professional needs. Planning, patience, and prayers are fundamental to succeed. Our department prides itself on being at the forefront of university guidance, and over the years has helped thousands of students finding the right place to study and grow both personally and spiritually. Helping students making the right choice is an important responsibility, and we take it very seriously. Many teenagers look forward to the freedom that an experience overseas offers, but they are often unaware of the changes they will need to make to accommodate this new lifestyle. Our counselors know these feelings all too well and are able to offer practical tips that will help developing self-control, self-reliance, as well as a problem solver. Christian principles and a solid moral compass are key elements of success while on this journey. Teenagers and young adults are likely to develop during these formative years the habits and patterns that will model their future behavior. Our goal is actually quite simple: getting to know the student's character, the things they like and the ones they fear, their academic strengths and weaknesses, and the intricacies of their spiritual journey. We can offer the support system your child needs to succeed. Let us now show you the SPH experience through the eyes of Soo-yeon Kim, a 2021 SPH graduate.
SPH KV surely supported me academically for the preparation IB. So even though we had textbooks, the topics that we talked about in classes didn't stop there, and most were real-life social problems, which made me to think out of the box by discussing them in various perspectives. And I think this helped me to feel more confident and less pressure about the questions without definite answers, which is how most IB subjects are. The way that the school took care of our mental health and daily routine was the most beneficial. The school created this program called self-care programs, which included activities like talk with other students, go out of a room and have some walk, talk with families, try a new hobby, or just to simply sit and rest. Along with the self-care program, I think the meeting between teachers and students, there was a lot of time dedicated to it. So I think that was also beneficial. In the future, I want to be an education service designer and make education programs for the students. When I moved to Indonesia and studied IB, I learned how students can be transformed through an education program. And I could see myself getting better and stronger through this program, and I want to contribute to the education system to continue this impact. So I'm planning on studying education or psychology to learn to better connect the power of education as a tool for academic excellence and for emotional support as well. I hope in the future more people find their potential and grow as they experience the education program that I created.
Hello parents, my name is Clifford Mandang and I'm the admission at SPH. I hope you are enjoying our open day. You've heard about our school programs and curriculum, our connection between students, teacher, and even with parents. Also about our culture and how we support our students. Now, you might wonder about the application process and what to prepare for it. It's easy. First, submit your application in our application website. Complete the required documents such as 3 years report card, birth certificate, family card, and student's passport. For international students, please prepare student and parents kitas as well. After documents completion, our admissions will connect with you and schedule your child's admissions test. The test result will be informed in 5 working days. Further details about the application steps will be sent to you after this event. Alright parents, I want to inform you that you are eligible to get a special offer. I'm sure you are looking forward to it. We will inform you about that on the Zoom session after this. In the Zoom session, we encourage you to ask anything about SPH. Our academic and admissions team will be there to assist you. If you would like to have more personal assistance with our admissions and academic, please check the link below on your screen. We invite you to talk with us through personal bookings. So parents, without further ado, we invite you to join Zoom session now. See the Zoom ID and password on the screen, or scan the QR code, or access the link in the description box below. We'll see you there, and thank you.
I'm so glad that you have been able to join us this day for Open Day. Thank you for joining us. In the next few minutes, you will meet some of our teachers and hear stories about our children and the transformative experiences that they have here in our school.